And 10 Cherries has gone there, and another faller was Acarine, and another faller was Another Duke. And going to the next fence, it's Kilcalone who's jumped up on the inside of W again. The leader's all over that one safely, and it's Kilcalone, W again, Tackroy, the Tsarevich, Classified, West Tip, Northern Bay, then Essex and Sommelier, then comes Fetard Friend, then Young Driver, behind Young Driver, St. Alizan. And last suspect, last year's winner, is right out the back, but no fallers at that one. And Kilcalone leads from Tackroy, then W again, the Tsarevich. Then comes Classified, West Tip, Northern Bay, Sommelier, Fettered Friend, then Young Driver, then Mona Moore, and behind Mona Moore is Grease Paint and Knockhill, and over to Peter O'Sullivan.
Yes, it's W again on the inside of Tackroy, then comes Kilcalone, then the Tsarevich behind him is Classified, then W again, and then West Tip is travelling well, Broomy Bank is always travelling well too, and then Grease Paint towards the outside, Feathered Friend towards the inner. As they race towards the next, W again, Tackroy, then comes the Tsarevich, then Kilcalone, then Classified, West Tip, W again on the outside, then Grease Paint, then comes Knockhill not far off the lead, and then Young Driver. Knockhill nearly went there, rider only just recovered, coming down now towards the next. This is the one before the dreaded chair, and as they come to it, it's W again in the lead from Tackroy, a little between the two, then comes the Tsarevich, then Kilcalone, West Tip travelling well over on the far side, Classified's just in behind the leaders, Mona Moore is also well there, followed by Grease Paint, then comes Broomy Bank, and with Broomy Bank is Sommelier coming to the chair now. W again and Tackroy share the lead. They're over it together from Kilcalone. Just in behind them, the Tsarevich. And coming down to the water, W again in the lead from Tackroy, the Tsarevich. Then comes Kilcalone, Classified behind. Classified is W again, then Mona Moore, then Young Driver, then comes Sommelier, then West Tip, then Feathered Friend. Behind Feathered Friend, getting a reminder, is Grease Paint, and then Broomy Bank. Behind Broomy Bank is Ballinacarrolad, and behind Ballinacarrolad, Little Polvale, then St. Alison, then Ballymillan, and behind them is Rupertino's, then Mr. Snugfit. Behind Mr. Snugfit on the inside is Knockhill, behind Knockhill is Wife again, Imperial Blacks last, they're the only ones standing. So as they cross the Melling Road, it's on the outside, Tackroy, on the inside, W again. Then comes the Tsarevich, then Kilcalone, W again, towards the outer. Just in behind them is Mona Moore, and over to John Hanmer.
And they're at the 17th now, and a loose horse hampers W again and knocks him over, and interfered with Tackroy as well. And going to the next, it's Tackroy, Northern Bay, Kilcalone, then Young Driver, then Classified, Ballinacarrolad, Mona Moore, a lot in with a chance still. All the leaders over safely. Rupertino makes a bad mistake towards the back, and as they run down, it looks as if last suspect's being pulled up before the 18th as they jump the 19th, the big ditch. Kilcalone in the lead from the Tsarevich and Classified. Then Northern Bay, Tackroy is a faller, Ballymillan is a faller. Going to the 20th, gale warning tailed off, and it's Kilcalone from Classified, the Tsarevich, then Young Driver, Northern Bay, then West Tip, Broomy Bank, and Sommelier, and still last is gale warning, going to the 21st and over to Julian Wilson.
Tracy Special and Mount Oliver were fallers of Ballantyne's first time out, first time round as they come to the one before Beaches, and Kilcalone over from Classified on the inside. Steve Smith Eccles having a great ride. Tsarevich behind those. West Tip still going well. Young Driver still in contention, and Northern Bay on the outside as they come down to Beaches for the second time. Classified on the inside. Towards the outside, Kilcalone. The Tsarevich close behind them as they jump Beaches. Classified over. The Tsarevich over just behind them. Kilcalone on the outside, then Northern Bell, then Young Driver, and Mona Moore. Northern Bay, I should have said, and they're all over Beaches once again, although Knockhill pecked badly at the back of the field. Mr. Snugfit a long way behind the leaders as Classified leads over the 23rd from Mona Moore, who moves to the second place now. Kilcalone is third, then Young Driver and the Tsarevich. Behind those is Northern Bay. St. Alizan was a faller at the last one. West Tip's on the inside as they jump the canal turn, and over the canal turn, Mona Moore the leader from Young Driver in second, then Classified, then West Tip on the inside of Kilcalone, then the Tsarevich, then Sommelier behind that, and Northern Bay, and behind those comes Broomy Bank, who's still in it. Alice is Ballinacarrolad, then the Snugfit making a bit of ground behind Grease Paint. They're all over Ballantyne's this time as we rejoin John Hanmer.
5 to jump, and Mona Moore in the lead from Classified, then on the inside Young Driver towards the outside Kilcalone. Ballinacarrolad is down, and going to the last open ditch, 4 from home. and it's Mononor from Classified, Kilkillaren, Young Driver, West Tip, the Tsarevich, Northern Bay, and Sommelier. These tightly grouped, and they're clear of Broomy Bank, Little Polvia, then Grease Paint and Mr. Snugfit, and a long way back to anything else. Fethard Friend's been pulled up at the third last. Mononor and Classified from Kilkillaren, Northern Bay who hit it, West Tip, and then the Tsarevich and Sommelier. Mononor is dropping back, and it's Young Driver disputing the lead with Classified, then West Tip. Then comes Sommelier, the Tsarevich, Kilkillaren, Northern Bay, and Mononor. They're clear of Broomy Bank, Grease Paint, Mr. Snugfit, and Little Polvia, and over to Peter O'Sullivan.
And it's Young Driver in the lead now from Classified. Then comes West Tip. Then on the outside is the Tsarevich, just in behind them, Sommelier, behind Sommelier, Kilkillaren and Mononor, who've lost ground. They're racing towards the second last fence now, and it's Young Driver in the lead. Classified under pressure, the Tsarevich trying to come there, and West Tip only just in behind the lead now as they come to the second last. Young Driver is going to jump the second last in the lead. Young Driver jumps it from West Tip, who's now gone second. Then comes Classified, then the Tsarevich, and then Sommelier as they race down towards the final fence in the 1986 National. It's Young Driver from West Tip. Young Driver in the sheepskin noseband lands clear of West Tip in second. Classified is third. Fourth is Sommelier. They're racing into the closing stages, and West Tip has come to take it up now as they race towards the elbow. It's West Tip and the youngest rider, Richard Dunwoody, from Young Driver on the near side. Classified is third, Sommelier four. West Tip over on the far side has the advantage from Young Driver. West Tip by 2 lengths from Young Driver. West Tip by 3 lengths from Young Driver. Young Driver's fighting back. Tip is going to hold him and win the National. And as they come to the line, West Tip has won the National. Young Driver is second. Classified is just third ahead of the fast finishing Mr. Snugfit 4, Sommelier 5, and behind them came Broomy Bank and Mononor and the Tsarevich and Little Polvia, and then Grease Paint, and behind Grease Paint was Kilkillaren and Hello Dandy. And so Richard Dunwoody acknowledging the congratulations already of his colleagues as he pats his first Grand National winner, the youngest rider in the race. West Tip, owned by Mr. Peter Luff, trained by Michael Oliver at Droitwich, ridden by Richard Dunwoody, is the winner of the National. Second is number 26. Young Driver, owned by Mr. J.B. Russell, trained by John Wilson at Ayr and ridden by Chris Grant. And third, number 17. Classified, owned by the Cheveley Park Stud Limited, trained by Nicky Henderson and ridden by Steve Smith-Eccles. Fourth was number 12, Mr. Snugfit. And so West Tip makes magnificent amends for that unlucky fall at Beecher's on the second circuit last year when he was going so strongly. Look at his quarters. Look at his quarters to the left being patted there by the crowd, because that's where he lost a decision to a lorry in his young days and almost lost his life. He had to be stitched up, and it was only the loving care of his trainer's wife who helped him to recover so that he was able to enjoy life, let alone run again. But he recovered so well that he's ultimately won steeplechasing's greatest race. And what a moment for 22-year-old Richard Dunwoody, on only his second ride in the race. And what an agonizing moment for Chris Grant, Young Driver's rider, who came to the last, rather like Mr. Snugfit last year when he was run out of it by last suspect. And the police endeavoring to clear a way through this dense crowd for the heroes of the 1986 Seagram Grand National. The starting price of West Tip 15-2, and the distances 2 lengths and 20 lengths. And as I speak, I can see Fethard Friend and Ballymacurry Laird being cantered past the stands, obviously unscathed. And the cheers for West Tip and Richard Dunwoody.
As much programme as you can give us.
As this 9-year-old, the ideal age for a Grand National winner is applauded in the winner's circle.
Hi.
And so the Grand National is all over for another year, and we check the result. West Tip, ridden by Richard Dunwoody, scored by 2 lengths. Second was Young Driver, ridden by Chris Grant, and third was Classified, with the heavily backed commodity Mr. Snugfit making up a ton of ground to finish 4th. The margins, 2 lengths by 20 lengths, and it's all over with Peter Luff, the very happy winning owner, trainer Michael Oliver, and Richard Dunwoody, as Peter O'Sullivan told you, the youngest rider in the race. And no doubt it'll be a moment that he'll remember for the rest of his life. A reminder for all golfing fans, next week here on Nine's Wide World of Sports, we'll bring you live and exclusively coverage of the 3rd round of the 1986 US Masters from Augusta in Georgia. That'll be 6:30 next Sunday morning, the 13th of April. And then on Monday morning at 6, we'll have all the drama of the last round again live. Is it Greg Norman's turn, or will one of the old campaigners triumph yet again? We'll find out next week. Now, for all motor racing fans, next Sunday night we have round 2 of the 1986 Grand Prix season, and this time it's the Spanish Grand Prix, and that's from the new circuit in Jerez, way down in the south of Spain. That'll be coming up at 10:30 next Sunday night. A great weekend of sports this weekend and every weekend. Wide World of Sports on Saturday with Ian Chappell and Mike Gibson, and then on Sunday morning, Sports Sunday from 11. Hope you enjoyed our coverage of the 1986 Grand National. From all of us here at Nine's Wide World of Sports, good night and sleep tight.
Another presentation from Nine's Wide World of Sports.